Hello everybody and welcome back. Thanks for watching. I'm Count Christo. This is the If Necessary for Years, If Necessary Alone campaign. The new light artillery is ready, so let's switch that over. It's going to cost us some production, but that's okay. We're using a fair amount of light artillery pieces, so it should be good for us. Okay. What else should I be doing? Is there something I should be introducing to our infantry? We're barreling towards war at a frightening pace at the moment. Like the handheld anti-tank into infantry is something that I really want to do. Mortar teams are fully introduced. Radio equipment into mobile battalions, can't do yet. Infantry guns, can't do yet. Haven't got nearly enough of them. You could put them in the mobile battalions though. Kind of keep the mobile battalions elite. There's fighter workshops, that is going to become important. It's 39. Yeah, infantry equipment costs down. The thing is, I don't have that many factories in infantry equipment. I think it's going to stay that way. I think supply range is going to be really important. Let's get that. So here's our new agent. What are you? Master Interrogator, counterintelligence up, and a seducer. I'm sold, I think. I believe the French people are more effective at operating in Paris, like in French territory. But I think I will get her because then we can do some... We might need a counterintelligence pro later on. So, against the Germans, I want to make resistance contacts so that we can start trying to maybe help the Republic of Poland, France, all that stuff. So we'll send these two. Good stuff. And meanwhile, I don't need you to do... Can I do counterintelligence for France? Yeah, because France has got some activity against them. Let's do some counterintelligence helping France out. Until those actually launch. There's Construction 3. That's obviously... make resistance context is actually already prepared. Okay, so it should commence at the end of the day. Construction 3, I'm going to need to follow with... Yeah, I think Industrial Works... Industrial Works is important. Let's get that first. Okay. This should be launching. You need to select a target state. Ah, it's on a specific target state. How do I select a target state? Select target. Okay. Yeah, sure. Make some connections in Prague. I thought it was just generic, but... Sure, launch in Prague. Didn't spend long. She just showed up to France and said, like, hey, you guys, there might be some German spies around, and then immediately left. Not sure that they'll be super grateful for her intervention there. Okay. Anything else I should be doing? You know what else? Yes, right, the fleet. What else we should probably do? Stop training the fleet for a minute. And base it out of Portsmouth, because there's more repair facilities there. We should potentially do some redesigns for our large ships. So, for example, the Furious class, Ark Royal class, Courageous class, Eagle class. Well, let's try and make... Okay, so Furious, Courageous, and Eagle. Fleet carrier. So we have the Ark Royal, which is the third one. But if we unobsolete the best of these ones, it's the Courageous. I mean, probably the most expensive one is the best, but I don't know really what we're looking for in terms of stats even on these, but let's unobsolete the Courageous. And then we might want to try and tweak things here and then upgrade to it. Refit costs 9,000. Oh, to do a Furious class to this. Okay, that's obviously untenable. So maybe we actually have to do it to each of them individually. But that's going to cost us more naval experience. But why is that? Right, so we can't refit that to that because there's more guns. And that to that because there's bigger engines. Okay, so we can't do that, but I think these are, these are important, expensive ships. So if we just add radar, a better fire control system doesn't really matter because they're not really firing much, are they? But an AA control system, a better damage control system, throwing on extra AA is still cheap. You know, we can double their AA capacity. I don't think I can change the rest of this without it being very expensive. But that seems worth it to me. The question is, do I want to spend like 60 experience getting just a bit more AA and some more surface detection? There's more reliability as well on my carriers, which aren't very good anyway. How many of these do I have? It's like one of each, isn't it? Okay, we have 2 courageous class 1s. Let's just do it for the courageous. Just the courageous class 1 we're going to upgrade. And we are going to throw on a bunch of AA because I'm worried about the German Air Force and the better damage control. I definitely can't change that or that or that or that. Okay, 600. We get a bunch more AA. We get more reliability. We get more surface detection. Yeah. And this is the courageous MK2. Courageous MK2. Courageous class MK2. And then also the Ark Royal, because obviously that's our new one. We've spent to actually build this whole new one. We might as well gussy it up a bit. And yeah, give it the extra AA. Good. Because the Ark Royal, I mean, I hope this survives the war, basically. I mean, if I wanted to expand the hangar deck a bit, what is this? An armored or an enclosed? It's enclosed. I wanted to replace it with a 68. No, okay, that's insanely expensive. What about a bigger... No, okay, replacing that is insanely expensive. We're not doing that. So this is a Ark Royal MK2. Sorry, I established you can Shift A, didn't I? Control A. Ark Royal MK2. Ark Royal class MK2. Okay. Good. And yeah, those can stay obsolete. And next, I want to do the same for the battleships. Because we're not, as I said, we're not building new battleships, but these things exist already, and they have big guns. So it seems sensible. We have... Can I see here listed, like, what how different types there are? No, can I see it here? No? It's unfortunate. Does it put them in order here? No. Can I see... Surely there must be somewhere I can see how many of a certain class of ship I have. Oh yeah, isn't it equipment details? Capital ship. Okay. So amongst my capital ships, we have... For stuff where there's only one, I'm not going to worry. But the Revenge class, let's upgrade that. And these are the better ones, but... Yeah, the Revenge class and the Nelson class. Let's upgrade the Revenge class and the Nelson class. Revenge class, Nelson class. Don't forget. Revenge class, Nelson class. And Nelson class is already there. And Revenge class. Okay, let's upgrade those. And then while I'm looking, we've got some... And by some, I mean quite a few existing heavy cruisers. Mostly Belfast and London. But let's take a look at numbers. We're looking at heavy cruisers. I don't think it's worth doing this for the smaller stuff than heavy cruisers, really. Yeah, the Kent, the London. I made the Belfast class, so I'm okay with that for now. The Kent and the London. Kent and the London. Kent and the London. The Kent and the London. Okay, so starting with the battleships. Oh, there's very few battle cruisers that we have, I think, so that's not a problem. So, the Nelson class. Yeah, I could do with some better fire control. some radar, some AA fire control, and yeah, I think just a bunch more AA, basically. These ships were designed when planes were less frightening, I think. They're more frightening now, so let's chuck the AA on them. And this is the Nelson class. Okay, 2. Save it up. Revenge class. Similar story. Give me that fire control. Give me that AA. Give me that extra AA. Okay. 700. I mean, these costs, these are not cheap. You know, 700, that's a whole submarine that we could be having instead. But these ships cost 13,000. So it just seems to make sense. Revenge class MK2. Okay, next. I'm happy with the Norwich class as is. And we're not going to do this throughout the war, I don't think. I think we're probably going to stick to just upgrading ones that I've actually made, like the Norwich and things like that. But to get them in a good place at the start of the war, because these are, you know, some of these modules are practically a decade out of date. I think that makes sense. And upgrading the same to a better one is kind of a no-brainer, I think. We are losing a tiny bit of speed on some of these. It's worth knowing. This is the London class MK2. Kent is next. Actually, I should check. No. Yes. Okay, we can upgrade from a Kent directly to a London, because they have the same of everything that really matters, except the upgrades that we've literally just made. Okay, so the Kent class is actually obsolete. Okay, so now we head in here and we take a look at all these things we can now upgrade. I think it might be actually simplest to do it one by one. You go to Revenge, because if we do it box, then it will tell me things can be upgraded when they're just crazy expensive. Hang on, was I doing those right? You're a... Oh yeah, sorry, BB is Battleship, isn't it? Right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, okay, it's capturability. That is what we should be upgrading. Good. I mean, if it costs that little, it's hard to be wrong about what you should be upgrading. Okay, yeah, the Ark Royal gets the Ark Royal MK2. The Glorious gets the Courageous MK2. Wasn't there? Ah, yes, and this one that's currently repairing also gets this. Revenge class. Revenge MK2. And then these guys should all go to the same thing. I hope that's the collective cost. Yes, total cost for 3 ships. Okay, good. This is a pretty... I feel like this is a pretty significant increase to our naval capacity. I think this makes a pretty big difference. And these 20 class MK2s, what can you be upgraded to? Ah, the 10 class, but ludicrously expensively. Yes, that's not happening. And you guys are repairing. Okay, and then there's some down here. Some Gordon classes, which could be Gordon class MK2. Or Gorgon class MK2s, but at silly expense. MK, but I thought there was a Gordon class MK2. Yes, I guess I obsoleted it. I need to be more precise about what I obsolete and what I don't. Only obsolete something if you not only never want to build more, but never want to build anything to that specification again. So the Gorgon class... I shouldn't... No, we can't call it the Gorgon class. It's ridiculous. This is actually... You know what this actually is? It's the Gordon... It's the... Gordon... Is that even how you spell Gordon? Yes. Okay, good. This is actually the Gordon 2 MK1. Oops. What did I just do? Oh, I typed it into Twitch. My bad. This is Gordon 2 MK1. And this is the Gordon class MK2. Okay. But are these different? Right, it's the subdivisions that made the difference. That's right. So what we want to upgrade those destroyers to, because these are... Wait, you're MK2? What can you be upgraded to? Ah, yes, okay, that is a problem. It's now going to show me I can upgrade to stuff that's worse. It's only the MK1s that I actually want. Okay, I guess we will probably obsolete the... I can just remember, right? The one we're currently on. Great to that. You are all MK2s. You're not, though. MK1s. Ah, but I shouldn't have selected one at a time. Gordon class MK2. Okay. Good. Okay, so that's all of the upgrades. And that's obviously going to be expensive. There's all kinds of things here that need doing. There's got to be a better way to manage this. I'm going to check if extended and streamlined production works with Black Ice. I suspect, no, it definitely won't, will it? But this is, I mean, this is a... That's nightmarish. I'm actually going to pause recording while I sort this, because it's just annoying and I don't want to complain while I do it. Okay, there we go. Now it's going on to these. So, in terms of ship placement, is there really not a... Yeah, so I've sorted it out now. What we've done is we've put all the ships that are currently in production at the bottom. And I'm actually going to put them on single line as well, because I want to... Well, no, I don't want to do that, actually. Put that... These... No, actually, I wanted that one on that, but... The float class and the Gordon 2 Mark IIs and the throw classes should still be on infinite. Well, no, actually, I think having these not on infinite, like anything bigger than a destroyer not on infinite, it makes me think about it. It makes me think about what I really want at each moment. I think that's helpful. Also, I'm actually going to steal a bunch more factories away. Because we should... When we have repairs, I want the repairs to happen fast. Okay. Ah, crap. But I actually do want this Belfast to still have one ship on it. One thing on it. Just put that down. But yeah, there's really... As far as I know, there genuinely is no button to send something to the top or bottom of the queue. I can... I think there's literally no way to do it. I could be just completely mistaken, but I believe that is the case. Okay, where is this new thing that is shouting about me at? Right, the Nelson. Did I upgrade anything to the Nelson class just then? I'm not convinced I did. What was meant to go to the Nelson class? I mean, the old Nelson class ones, right? Did I accidentally set something to go to the Nelson class that was not supposed to? Hang on. That shouldn't be at the top of the list. Should be down here. Okay. Did I... Where's the Nelson classes? Yeah, here's the Nelson ones. Does it tell... It doesn't tell me what ship is being upgraded here? Oh, you know what? I'm sure it's fine. Okay. So that's them being refitted. Now what we need to do is decide where to actually send the fleets. So... First off... Well, do I need to do that right now? Yeah, we kind of do, because I need the ships in the med ready. I think what we do is we have some ships... I need, like, basing rights from Portugal or something. They do not like conservative pressure, apparently, just because of their neutral foreign policy, I guess. Indian East Africa has a non-aggression pact with them. Interesting. Yeah, let's decide where we should want to... Well, how long are these refits going to take? Where do I even see that? It's in here, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, they're going to take a while. Especially all these London-class ones. Okay, what we're going to do is... I want to split off the stuff that's refitting. I can select it, pan to it. If I move this fleet... You know what I'm going to do also? I'm going to save after doing all that blooming clicking. If I move the fleet... It's currently repairing door to a bar task. Yes. Okay, that doesn't split off all these guys. And we will obviously have to set up some compositions. What I'm actually going to have them do is just stay in Sussex for a minute. Stay there. And yeah, keep all that repairing going. Oh no, that auto sets them to never repair when you cancel a repair task, doesn't it? Shouldn't do that. Yeah, everyone's repairing. We'll let them repair up and let some of the refits happen, and then we'll move the ships around. We're on full fuel. Do I have any more planes to deploy? Any... I don't know if we're going to run, like, Wings of 100 or not. And also, what's going to come out here is all of the, you know, the old planes as the fighters and things in the actual... In here get replaced by my new Spitfires. And they're up to trained, aren't they? Yeah. Anyone green? Some transports? It's okay. The transports actually can just sit in the reserves. And you guys are just fighters. We can merge you. I can't merge you? Right, I keep thinking this is the same icon. It's because the Hawker Hurricane is actually multi-role, so I can't merge it with the Spitfires. I'm tempted to lend-lease all my fighters to some, like the old fighters to someone else. Low echelon support. Air is the only area where I feel like we are kind of doing pretty well on tech. Partly just because I've made it easier for myself by, you know, not building CAS, but... Speaking of which, we should probably start trying to invent some CAS, shouldn't we? Like this battle CAS. Is this what we want? Is it better than, for example, just the multi-roll? Ground attack of 10 versus a ground attack of... Oh, 0.3. Okay, these multi-rolls are not actually multi-rolls. Blenheim Night Fighter. Meanwhile, so you have some ground attack, but you're mostly about strategic bombing and, you know, logistic strikes. Logistic strikes could be important in North Africa, but I'm also just... I'm leery about committing myself to trying to... Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm leery about committing myself to trying to get enough fuel down here to actually run lots of planes in North Africa. I'm hoping maybe we can just win it on the ground, but I don't know, maybe that's silly of me. And the lack of tank production is definitely silly. Repairs are almost done at least. Just 10 more days on the HMS Courageous. So we have some Mediterranean submarines, which are actually not Mediterranean submarines, they're Eastern submarines. Okay, I could organize the subs into groups here. So if we go to, where even is it? Task Force Editor. Okay, so we're looking for, why is there a light cruiser in here? We're using coastal submarines mostly right now. So one wolf pack should be, I don't know, four coastal submarines. This is a coastal pack. And it's just 4 coastal submarines. Okay. So it splits everything else out. And then I forget, how do you just duplicate? Like if I want more of these, I don't think there is a good way, is there? I think you have to be a bit silly and just kind of go like, okay, well actually I want, you know, 18. And then they all merge in, including the one repairing. Oh, reinforcing? Where are you going? Why are you basing up there? Is that the one that's waiting to merge into this fleet? Yes, it is. Okay, and then we split it up. You're an automatic reinforcement. Automatic split off? No. Repair priority high. So we split it in half. Wow, what was wrong with my maths there? Lower that. And lower that. Okay. So now we have our 4 submarine task forces with a whole bunch in reserve. Good. Now I need something similar for the med. So what I'm going to do is... Why? Because they're being deployed to the reserve. And this is the reserve. That's why there's random stuff in here. Okay. These throw class ones need to merge into the main force. And these ones need to merge up. Okay, we need to be careful about doing this at war because ships, ships leaving port uses fuel. It's important. There's early mode. That's obviously really, really helpful. And it takes time to change our economic policy. Crap. It takes 140 days. Oh, balls. That's not good. Oh, crap. All kinds of things that are going wrong here. I need to now urgently do the army mobilization focuses. I also kind of want to coerce Spain. Okay, so we just need to do all of these, basically. Army experience, air experience, or naval experience first. I'll take the army experience, please. And what did I just invent? I missed it. Motorized fuel capacity, mechanized fuel capacity. That's pretty useful. And supply range up. Yeah, that's going to be helpful. But should I instead be getting this ahead of time for the 25% factory output? Or all kinds of things down here. Oh, crap, I really need this. Supply grace, army fuel capacity, and supply range. Let's go for that, because there's more things in the way. So much tech I need. Election campaign, withdrawal support. Nope, don't need to do any of that. Okay, and I should also name this theatre, right? This is the home theatre. Well, just home, because they're all theatres. Don't need to be redundant. So, here's our bunch of ships. First off, the actual submarines. We will start by running just actual submarines in the Pacific with no backup. New fleet, though. I want to run it a different place. So they have no possibility of reinforcement, basically. And you guys can be based out of Alexandria. Cool. And these guys will be arrayed against the Germans, and they do have reinforcement. And I don't want to do reinforcement just because we're not making submarines, so there's kind of no need really. All right, these guys are fully repaired. Now it's just about the refitting, which is of course ongoing. And the Tichy class has somehow found its way to the top of this list again. Don't know why. And the 20 class has somehow found its way to the top of this list again. Although that is a refit, isn't it? Is this a refit? I can choose where to assign it, so it can't be a refit. You can keep working with one factory. Oh, it's taken them all off these because they all went to the repair. Okay. And now when they've come back, they haven't. Well, that's okay. We can just focus. We can just delay everything by focusing on the refitting for a minute here. Italy pursues closer bonds with Germany. That's obviously troubling, but not unexpected. And at least we got the big tech, Commonwealth research bonus to get the Lien fields a bit sooner. So we can make that switch. And now we have still 32%. Oh, because it's taking time to move from early mobilization. Right. Oh, man. I think this is the right move. The only thing that might be wrong, actually, and let's actually dial that back. We shouldn't get port raided here. We should be able to prevent the Italian Navy from raiding us in this one tile. So if it has to go in through Port Said or even Alexandria, I think that's actually okay. I will let this one finish because, I started. And then we can have maybe some other supplies get delivered there. Now, low supply, that's not a problem. It's just him. Okay, so let's see. How much can I put on this front line before it starts being a problem? If I put 3 infantry divisions here. Let's see what happens. Because I think the problem is going to be intense. Because right now they're being supplied from... I don't quite know how port supplied hubs work. I guess it is a normal supply hub. And we can obviously motorize it. Destroyer anti-sub tactics. It's important. Advanced mine warfare. We're not really going for mines much. These are ahead of time. Could do improved submarine tactics. We are trying to use subs. We should probably get this, though. The better high-angle batteries. Yeah, that's important. Yeah, on... What is it? F5 for supply? Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We will see. We should also probably improve the infrastructure here as well. That, at least, is not very expensive, right? It's still quite expensive. Oh, God. This is killing my mobilization efforts. Yeah, let's... Oh, God, I don't know. I think it's really important. We need to win the African campaign. And yeah, they're immediately in low supply. Slightly over, anyway. Let's pull one of them back. This is, I mean, this is proving it, my point, right? It's proving that it's really important that we get a supply hub built over there. It also might prove me complete... I mean, look at that. It needs 14. And the bottleneck, of course, is just this naval base. Yeah, no. No, no, no. We actually cannot... We do not have enough supply to put our men on that front at all right now. Not even a single division. Okay, so maybe now I'm seeing we definitely shouldn't use normal infantry divisions here. We quite urgently need... It does have a logistics cav. If I upgraded that to motorized... would make it use a bit less supply, but tons more fuel, so it's not really a meaningful gain. Yeah, okay, that validates this, and we need this to be built before Italy joins the war, right? Which right now we're only just accomplishing. Wouldn't it be quicker and easier to upgrade the port rather than building a whole supply depot? Yes. Yes. The difficulty is I was hoping to try and do this without having to confront the Italian Navy. But you know what? You're actually right. And sometimes you have to admit your mistakes. This is stupid. This is stupid. You're right. We should just commit to fighting the Italian Navy. We've wasted production on this. I'm going to accept that. Cancel the production of... the rest of that. That at least is not wasted because we did get some of it. So if I decide to go back, we are going to build the infrastructure, but we're going to build a naval base over here. Thank you for your comment, Sirius. I appreciate it. We're going to build 2 more levels of naval base here. 3 more levels of naval base here. I can't. Already reached the max level. 3 is the max level of naval base. That doesn't seem right. Oh, because it's in Egypt, which means it's using their tech. Okay. If you have more time, a supply depot could win the war. Yeah. And I suspect, I mean, Italy must have a supply depot somewhere. Can I see that? Yeah, okay, they have a supply depot in Tobruk. So all I have to do is take Tobruk, and then we have a supply depot. But again, this means we need a navy. This means we need a navy... Oh, crap. The Polish question. That's not good. That's not good at all. Infiltration animation. Infiltration is done. Administration, rather, is done. Yeah, keep spying on them. Get me the actual supply network. One's higher there. Okay. We automatically guarantee them. There's justification of war. We can lower the autonomy of New Zealand to a protectorate. Does that actually give us anything, or is that merely progress? It's merely progress, so I actually don't want to do that yet. Alright, so we can do war propaganda. I don't think we need to do that. Let's see what happens when the fight actually starts. Stabilize the mandate. Oh, crap. The situation of the mandate of Palestine is out of control. We must restore order. We need Mediterranean Bastion. We need them to be a subject. Oh, no, this hasn't actually happened yet. The bad thing hasn't happened. They don't have less than 35 stability in their national spirit. Arab revolt. Okay, fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think the time situation means we do just have to directly confront the Italian Navy. And I'm not going to lower this right now because I need the political power urgently. Poland has joined the faction, obviously, which is good, which means we'll get a government in exile once they fall, which is also good. Sorry, Poland. It's not the most positive thing one could say. Okay. I still don't know. It's. I don't know. It feels a bit. We've infiltrated the military, their civilian administration. I still don't know what their damn focus is. Come on. Okay, and on Italy we have even less information. Dirty intel for that. It's civilian intel for all of these. Okay, so we should try and target 30 civilian intel on Italy. We should also get more civilian agency upgrades, because if we can see that, I'll be able to feel better about my strategic campaigning. But yeah, upgrading this is what we have to do. We have a little bit of time if Italy joins historically. There's the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. This can't be good. So I imagine they're like 30 days away from declaration. I think I will keep going through the mobilization focuses. I can't believe I need the freaking shadow scheme as well. I don't know, maybe we don't do these because it's going to delay us by so much. 70 days to go to partial mob. But I can actually go to war economy. Because as soon as there's one of the following must be true, enemy country has more than 50. That's easily going to happen. So I'm actually not going to do the focuses for partial mobilization. So after this army mobilization, it may be that we instead are doing like pieces failed, emergency powers, home front, austerity measures, and all this stuff, rather than this, and then we come back over here. God, I guess basically doing this cost us a lot of time on mobilization. I mean, that's obvious. That was always going to be the case, but I'm feeling it now. Still don't need those. Do need some of these. The chance to get sick is useful. I don't want to do the base stability yet. The weekly stability could be useful because some various of like the weekly's change right now is only plus 0.1. So let's actually get the civilian works so that when we go to war economy, we're not losing stability. Heavy artillery battery upgrades, which means we can get the new heavy artillery, which is going to be important. France bans communism. Might want to rush deploy these guys. They're not going to be done in time. They're not getting the heavy artillery they need either. I think I am going to rush deploy them. And then we just wait for a while, basically, because we need, yeah, field uniforms, all kinds of stuff. All right, you guys. I'm going to need some actual guys, like, commanding them as well. Because I need to put some men... Well, I guess I don't urgently need men on this front. Because surely they're not going to lose through the Maginot. I mean, they could. Are they planning naval? Like, why are your men in Calais? It seems weird. Anyway, yeah, we need some actual commanders if war's going to kick off. So, right, lots of new traits. We're not going to worry to totally min-max this. But first off, who's going to command Africa? Because Africa right now... Oh, did I make a mistake? Yeah, you should be in here. And where are these guys based? Ah, right, yeah, the Med, of course. So who's going to command the Med? Someone good at logistics. Max planning, entrenchment, speed. Inflexible strategist. He has a basic inter-service HQ, which is a tech. Which I assume when you get them, you better tech it upgrades and everyone. So sure. Claude. He's bad at, really bad at attack, though. How about Harold? It's got Logistics Wizard 1 and 2. Alright, Harold, you're in. How do I... Hello? Harold. What? Oh, is he not a Field Marshal? Field Marshal, Field Marshal, General, General. Okay. In that case... I'm tempted to promote him. But I guess it will be Claude. He's just not very good on the attack, but the actual army will have Harold, who can only take 12 men. Preferred tactic. That's okay. Traits. I can't afford... Assign this trait to have this commander assigned targeted in the next Army Wargames decision. Well, that's cool. I can't really afford to give him any traits. We need the command power too urgently. But if you have 12 guys on your command, why is that? You two should not be under him. You should be under here. And delete the old orders. Hold Malta for me. Anyone else that shouldn't really be under you? Bermuda and Jamaica garrisons. Yes, all of this should be under the port defender. And the port defenders, someone not great, basically, because someone we won't want to use elsewhere. Yeah, defensive infantry officer, sure. Harding, you take charge of the port defenders. So, you know, you have 10, which you can actually sustain. And these guys are acclimatizing. They're getting there, which is good. But they get... Wow, these guys get some really bad penalties for being hot. Okay, we have very poor supplies down here, but that's just because they're moving to the front. And it looks like, yeah, Italy has... Ooh, that's quite a big division. Yeah, Italy has some relatively beefy divisions down here. Actually, considering how few of these we can fit on the front, let's assign some infantry divisions and see what we can do to smash them down here. These guys are assigned under Africa, aren't they? Yeah, actually, instead of that, let's have this under the Mediterranean theater, because then we can have... Yeah, another general, like Montgomery, you're good, aren't you? Cool. Get Montgomery here, and I'll give him some mobile divisions that are going to try and help in the north. Because we just have to capture their ports. Well, no, actually, the ports aren't that important, are they? Because they're not going to be able to import anything anyway. I guess Harold is also going to be involved down here, because we need some men. Yeah, I can't. Oh, the supplies are going to kill me, but we need to gut out this French port basically, because there's a supply hub there, I think. Yeah. Okay, so let's put 2 of them. Sorry, I need to reorganize this a bit. 2 of them here. And then we need 2 of them's not enough. I guess more coming from the north, and that'll help. But the new supply system, I mean, it really makes you think more, which I do enjoy. I can't really take more than that away from Harold, I think. But we'll see. Ports will let me import supply. Yes. Yes, so once we get to the ports, it'll help. It just won't kind of cut them off in the way that it normally would. Yeah, so I think, actually, we just hold that port and this port with Harold's guys. And then we come in from the north with these motorized divisions. which should be able to sweep militia and garrisons away in front of them, although obviously it's very unfavourable terrain. Okay, yeah. And again, we're not in a tearing hurry to position ourselves against Italy because they hopefully won't declare on us until the historical time, which is January. Oh, baby. Okay, Poland refuses the German ultimatum. Together, we must stop this aggressor. You know what else I haven't organised? The Air Force. So these are our, like, only close air support. Let's cut it down to 400 and split it up. What size are air bases in this mod? They're still in hundreds. Good. So, I don't know how much I want to fly against the German Air Force early. But we should at least try and be in an organised enough position to do so should we choose. Let's split this in two. Okay. So you guys, let's fly you to Lille, and then we'll decide from there. And the others are not very good, basically, right? Multi-role, light bomber. Well, there's some close air support here. Fly you over. Is there anything else I can deploy that I want to deploy? Yes, the Anson naval bombers are pretty important. Let's try and get them deployed. There it is! There it is! Germany declared war on the Republic of Poland. And we've completed army mobilization. Just in time, right, guys? Limited liability planning. What the heck is that supposed to mean? Yeah, peace has failed, by the way. 10 days. Alright. Join wars. The German-Polish War. Send. The dark time has come. Nepal has joined. We have joined. I can invite to faction. Nepal. That's a bit unhistorical, isn't it? But sure. Welcome to the faction, Nepal. Peace has indeed failed. We modified the war to enter wars with conscription costs down. That's good. Let's do it. We have some decisions to make. Unite people under your government. We get weekly stability and weekly war support. Okay, or we can do heroic tales, which lowers the war penalty and gives us even a bunch of weekly war support. Or we fight united, which gives us other good stuff. Okay, I'm not certain I want to do this right away. How stable is Black Ice so far? Completely. But we'll see. I've only played this one campaign since updated. Ooh, baby. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Obviously, Poland's going to get pretty hammered here. We can requisition trucks and things, which just give us a bunch of civilian trucks in the national stockpile, but I don't think we need to. So I'm not going to, and it will hurt us in various other ways. Round up horses. That one we might want to do, but right now war support is gold dust, so I'm not going to do these yet. And then emergency factory construction. Again, I don't think I want to do this. I think we need to make the long-term plans. Maximum command power is not very useful. Unless the amount you gain is proportional to your maximum command power. But I don't think it is. Invade Ireland. That seems a little... Why? It seems a bit needless. Okay, no other major decisions have come up. We can do industrial land appropriation, but that's fine. We're not short on building slots. Okay, a few questions. One, do we want to fly our planes over Poland? Which we could do. I think the answer is yes. I'm going to fly my planes to Poland and earn those aces in exile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 here. This will get us some air experience. It will get us some ability to, you know, just test out how good the German planes are versus ours. It will delay the German victory and hopefully increase their casualties. Secondly, fleet. Submarines. Begin convoy raiding against the Germans. I do not want them to be able to import anything. Command power gain is proportional to max? Ooh, good to know. Are you planning to form the Imperial Federation? Yes, that is the idea. We are already making progress towards that. We have downgraded the slot to colonies, and they're continuing to go in that direction. Next, so this, very unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go to war economy for some time. Oh god, and it would cost 350 political power. Okay, well, never mind. We actually definitely can't do that. Why is that? Is that because of War to End All Wars? Yes. Okay, so once Peace Has Failed is done, that will no longer be the case. Okay, good. Good. Oh, God, it's... I'm stressed. I'm genuinely stressed. It's freaking... It's getting to me. Okay, so the Mediterranean submarine fleet will, in the fullness of time, be operating like this. And here, I guess, in case they're importing from Spain. But they don't need to be active yet. Likewise, these guys don't need to be active yet. However, our escort fleets, which, incidentally, I completely have not made yet, do need to be active right now. Invade Island for nicer borders? I suppose that is... We could do that. Definitely not high on the priority list. Okay, so... We need some convoy escort fleets. The other thing is, or do we? Should we perhaps see how bad the German sub-raiding is and where it is, and then dispatch fleets accordingly? What we should do is dispatch ships to the Mediterranean. And I think what I'm going to send to the Mediterranean is a lot, right? I mean, oh my god, we're down to 9% intel on the freaking Italians. That's not good. I need one of you guys to build a network down here. I need to know about the Italian Navy. It's a disaster. Okay, and yes, the British Expeditionary Force, such as it is, with its terrible organization, because we're a reserve army still. Oh my god. Which I don't want to change before we've got rid of War to End All Wars, but I'm going to send my reserve... Oh, yeah, right. We also need some commanders for the home forces, which is where Brooke comes in. And then the actual Expeditionary Force... Jungle Rat Trickster? Sure. But we are going to split it into 2 armies. The other one, defensive Archibald with some supply wizard stuff. Seems good. The ports can actually be under something else. With a... You shouldn't show them if you can't select them. Build tiny carriers to hold patrol planes that hunt subs. That does sound fun, actually. You should get just some basic commander from way down the list to with a defensive trait to hold the ports a bit better. So yeah, the basic, you guys come down here and you're ready for the breeder variant. And you guys come down here and we'll see how that goes. Okay. So... Let's see. I'm tempted to not organize the Navy just yet because it's hard. But I think we should do it. We should take the time to do it. So let's get... I mean, our CVs mostly are being retrofitted right now. It's a great time to have all these retrofits almost done. So I think what we're going to... Okay, what we're not going to do is deploy ships to the Mediterranean yet. If the Italians have free run of the Mediterranean for 30 days while we move ships there, okay. Okay, basically. Instead, we need a strike force. So a strike force capable of destroying... Oh, did I not upgrade the hood? The Admiral class? I should do that, really. Yeah, let's do that. Which is a battle cruiser, right? What is it? It's Admiral class, right? I think that's what I just said seconds ago. But I'm going to check because I'm not sure. Yes, Admiral class. Okay. Right thing. Admiral class. Because I mean, the hood is our freaking flagship. We should try and make sure it doesn't get sunk by an errant bomber. So give it some advanced damage control, give it AA fire control, give it better director. And this is also important just for the heavy attack gain it's going to get us. And hopefully this heavy attack puts into perspective that our heavy cruisers that we're building, they're pretty good, but they're no battleship or battle cruiser even. And yeah, stick some radar on it. Okay. Which we should name though. Then we can name this one. I mean, I'm not going to build any others. This is the Hood class as far as I'm concerned. Alright. We need lags on that typing, weirdly enough. This is the Hood class. Okay. And the Hood should upgrade to it. Take a long time. I wonder if their attacks will come at historical times. Like, will the Germans not attack till, will they do Weserübung first, or will they come through here? We'll find out, I guess. Okay, so what we need now is a strike force capable of destroying the German surface fleet if it were to sally out against my my fleet. And what that means... Oh, the HIPAA. Damn, I haven't looked into the intel on them. That could be dangerous. It's advanced. That could be dangerous. It needs to be capable of taking out 4 pocket battleships and a heavy cruiser. 5 capital ships. And potentially, probably not the escorts, but potentially 20 destroyers. 5 capital ships and 20 destroyers. Okay, so in the spirit of full spectrum dominance, what we will start with to take that out is... I kind of want my battleships to fight and die, because they're not... These are old, and they're not going to get better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 battleships. These are Belfast class ones, right? Yeah. My 5 Belfast class heavy cruisers that we built. That represents the capital ship contingent of my strike force. We have double the capital ships they're likely to be able to field against me. Then, and my most advanced ones, which we may end up sending those to the Med, but for now, my most advanced ones. And then my most advanced cruisers, the 20 classes. The Leander classes are pretty recent. Basically, all the cruiser 3s are what's getting sent to start with. The Aurora classes are pretty good. The Leander classes are pretty good. 16 cruisers. 10 capital ships and 16 cruisers. And then we should split off all the escorts as well. We'll deal with those separately. A bunch of my destroyers. What are my screen destroyers called? Right, the Gordons, but then also the Div classes. Yeah. That's what my advanced one's called. Okay. Do we not have like any of them? Here they are. Gordon classes. But not the throws and the throwers. Okay. I don't know what else here is good or what they're really designed to do, so I'm just going to throw in a bunch of them, basically, of the tier 2, improved destroyers. These are the ones that we had building when the game started, I think. And we're going to throw in a bunch of them. Okay, so we have... Screening is 3-to-1, I think. We should probably throw a few more than that, then. Yeah, let's throw in a bunch of early ones as well, actually. Although, are they going to slow it down? No. They're going to keep pace, which means I think that's fine. So this is my custom-built strike force. Specifically designed such that if the Germans dare poke their head out, They are obliterated with great force. And you are... And then these guys should be in the reserves now, actually, to reflect their true role. And you are not an escort. You are a strike force. Which we will call... I don't know. The first, sure, you're the first fleet. This is the first fleet, the main strike force. And this is the North Sea fleet. I've got south, east, west, and not north. What? Oh, right, I can scroll up. My bad. Okay. Yeah, this is the North Sea fleet, which we'll just call north for now. That's fine. And you are active here, here, in the channel, and off the coast here. Not right off the German coast, but off the Norwegian coast. Yeah. Okay. This whole region, I assigned it here already, didn't I? Yeah. Good. Okay, and you are the strike force in that region. Now we need the scouts. So what the scouts want, first and foremost, are some of my spotting cruisers. Did we even build a single one of them in the time when the war started? What did I call them? I don't think we did. Okay. So the scout force is going to be a little ragtag. But also we need the... Yeah, I'm not going to deploy my anti-sub warfare fleet yet. I'm going to see if the Germans actually do any submarine warfare, and then we'll deploy them as needed and where needed. This is just trying to catch out some of their fleet, basically. So we've got the throw classes. We don't worry about those. We need basically just some basic destroyers plus some cruisers, I think. And then what's a CM? What's a CM? Oh, did I designate that? Remind me. Miner, right? Laying down mines, of course. Okay. Yeah, so we're just looking for CL for light cruisers and then some CAs for heavy cruisers. Okay. So what I really need is just one ship to... Do I want to put capital ships into my scouts? I really don't. So just one cruiser, and, you know, it's not one I've designed, so it's not, you know, won't be perfect, but how many scout things do I want? Probably 3? Let's go with 3. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to do Task Force Composition Editor, put it in here. Task Force Composition Editor. And we're going to add in some destroyers. More specifically, normal DD destroyers. Ah, right. I've caused myself a problem by using this logo for my long-range destroyers. So yeah, short-range normal destroyers. CM... No, not CM. I brought the wrong one over, haven't I? Yeah. CL, which is just normal light cruisers. And we want... I don't know the right number. So we're just going to go with 8 destroyers and 1 light cruiser. And this is our scout. This is our basic scout force. Okay. And then I guess what we do is just... Let's make 4 of these. We just times it by 4, right? So 8 times 4? We should definitely be able to do that one. 32. We do that, and then we wait for it to get reinforced. But we put it here so that it actually does get reinforced. Excuse me? Why can't I put it up here? Stay there? That's weird. If I give it a different order, will that work? Slovakia. Why is it getting thrown out of the fleet? don't... No, I don't want to dispatch all naval incidents. I need to... Oh, right, accidents from training. Yes, I do want to dispatch those. Go into the port. That's your target. Go into the fleet. Go into this fleet. What the heck is going on? Slow down as well. I don't really understand what's going on there. So I'm just going to try again. Those guys merge in. Give me a single cruiser. Decent, yeah, better cruiser. New task force. In here. Okay, is it going to take it out now? No, okay. Yeah, automatic reinforce. And give me some destroyers. Some short-range destroyers. Okay. That time it worked. Okay, and now just, yeah. Give me more than I actually want. And then split it up. So now we have our scout forces. And I should have given them the name before I told them. They are scout. Oh, I really can't. I have to click there, then here, then scout. Bah. Humbug. Okay, so those are our scout forces. Which is Z. Okay, so now we have some scouts active. One in these regions. We don't have... Okay, you actually do need one scout fleet per region. Okay, I forgot that. So we actually need 2 more scout forces. So what I'll do is I'll just make this one larger. Just gets to 16, 24. No, because you can't divide that by freaking... Oops. Merge up. Merge up. Okay, now split that. But then lower that. Yeah, it already is lower to 8. Okay, and you can be the next one. Go to 16, 18, 16. There we go. And now this one, split. Okay, and you guys all scout. Okay. And we are spotting immediately German ships here in the channel. Which are probably going to be subs, aren't they? Now I think about it for a second. So... Because these, yeah, the thing is, these scouts are for fighting. My whole design, where I have some for scouting and some for killing subs, doesn't quite work, does it? Because oh no, it does, because I have some on scouting and some on convoy escort. Okay. So let's actually make the convoy escorting fleet. So that is the throwers. And I'm hoping I can just use the throwers. Now, should they be under... We didn't actually pick Cunningham particular reasons, did we? He's Ironside and Tactician. I think Spotter and Superior Tactician is actually better. So I'm going to put him in there. And next we have the Submarine Force against Germany. Don't know if I have anyone who's really kind of suited for submarines. He's good at shallow seas. That could be relevant. Spotting's good. Blockade Runner. Yes. Okay. Blockade Runner seems perfect for my subs. And then you are my escort fleet. So you need a spotter. There we go. Spotter. Doesn't really need fleet protector. Okay. Makes it harder for them to retreat. Oh, sorry. More likely for them to retreat. And less likely for him to retreat. I think that's okay. He's just convoy escorting. Okay, so now... Oh, I brought them all over. What? That wasn't what I meant to do. I meant to bring just this guy over. Okay. So now you are going to convoy escort. And we're going to do that in 5s. So... I guess we set up... Yeah, a relatively... generic. Let's set up 10. No, 10. I won't have 10, will I? Let's set up in 4s. And we'll set up 5. to start with. 5 fleets of anti-sub. Okay. 4s are a bit annoying to set up, though. Does it save automatically if you don't hit OK? No. Okay. There we go. So there's 4. And then we just make one of them actually 8. And then we split it. Okay. So here are our escorts. Right now I'm importing to all these guys. What is that? Oil. Exporting oil. Exporting oil. Exporting rubber. Well, I don't think the Baltics are preferred trade routes. So if we can export through the north. Italy joined the German Reich already? No. No. I'm not ready for that. Sure to say it isn't so. Maybe they won't join for a while. Italy doesn't even have any men on their front. I guess I'll rush these green guys down to the Italian front. Please no, Italy. Please don't join. I thought I had till January. Well, pressing on as if that didn't just happen for a second here. You guys are going to convoy escort. Here, here, here. I think that's it for now. I haven't actually got any convoys in the French Channel. And we'll just see if they... Oh, I guess the Norwegian coast. Let's just see if they, you know, spot anyone. 66% efficiency. Just because people weren't in position, I guess. Oh, right. And there's actually, like... Yeah, they can escort up to 250 convoys. Okay. But we'll see as that efficiency rises. Okay, and we have spotted someone. Oh no, that's... Oh, crap! That's all these guys! Okay, new plan. Convoy escorts. You should cover here, Christo, you moron. Because you just sent all these guys across. Alright, the French are coming in to help, though, at least. Oh, I lost 3 transport ships already, though. 5! Jesus Christ, that's so many men. And so much equipment. Okay, right, the planes have arrived. Some of them, anyway. They don't appear to have any enemy planes present, so... Just fly some air superiority missions. They'll have bad efficiency to start with, obviously, but... We'll see how that goes. Okay, where are those naval bombers? Naval bombers, get out here and hit those subs. Oh, that was such a huge blunder. Of course I need to cover the channel before I randomly send guys out. These guys are sallied? What the hell did you find? Oh, the Germans sent some destroyers into the English Channel. You silly goose, Germany. Why did you do that? So here we come in and just absolutely hammer them. We obviously have perfect screening efficiency. Our guys are not taking a single hit. And we're going to sink their whole thing, obviously. Good. There goes 6 German destroyers. That is sorry, five German escorts and 1 destroyer. That is a not insignificant loss. But this is a disaster. That's a complete disaster. And there's more of them going. I'm not going to be able to do anything about it because we haven't got them spotted. Where are my escort guys at? Oh Jesus. Army mobilization. Now that the threat of war is increasing, we can mobilize now. There are growing voices in favor of putting the military into a general mobilization. I can do this for free? No, it costs 90 political power still. Can I do it immediately? High Command has made all necessary preparations. Then yeah, let's do it now, because that might mean I can do it instantly. Propaganda broadcasts. Broadcast. Okay. Don't know what that did. I'm still up here to be on reserve army. So that mobilizing button didn't seem to do anything. And we got a mathematician who worked out how the plugboard works. Gave us the enigma machine. Cool. But that's okay. I've actually already decrypted Germany, so I appreciate the attempt, but okay. Is my rescue operative ongoing? Yes. Oh, what a disaster. We've spotted one of them at least. Could you at least kill one of them? They've killed more than half. More than half. The whole British Expeditionary Force is gonna sink. It's a disaster. A disaster of unmitigated proportion. Okay, what I also need to do is send a fleet to the Mediterranean. Because the Italians have already joined. Let's merge up all these reserve fleets. Basically out of Portsmouth seems fine, because we haven't experienced any air power from the Germans yet. Yeah, not have any problems over here. My other planes arrived? Yes. Although we are now overstacking this slightly. So yeah, I'll just do some ground attacks. I have the fuel, and we may as well do what we can to help our noble Polish friends as they desperately try and hold back the Germans. Okay, up here, meanwhile, with bad organization, we have found some destroyers. This is one of my scouting forces. I don't know why they've engaged the destroyers. They barely have any depth charges. They have some. 98. I don't know. That seems fairly good. I don't really have much context on what those numbers mean. They're trying to withdraw. Okay, we did get one of their subs. We may get a few more of them before the day is out. Got pretty good intel on them now, so that should at least tell us where their subs are. There's some German ships here. Right, and the strike force is busy, which is why it's currently showing as not active. Where is that going? The strike force is going to engage submarines. That seems... excuse me. That seems inefficient. I don't think you're needed, lads. But I mean, okay. Also, yeah, let's set this on banned. Don't go right next to the German coast. That just seems foolish. Not as foolish as this. Lost 10 transport ships. My lord. Do they show up as casualties? Possibly. Yeah, we lost 11,000 souls in that operation. Excellent. And of the... yeah, of the divisions that were meant to get across, we can see, like, they lost half their strength. These guys lost some. Did these guys lose any? I think they were already like that. Yeah, I have no idea if the Italians are going to actually, declare war here, but we'll see. And they have built West Wall, so I don't really want to launch an offensive against the Germans down here. In the air, they continue to not contest. More close air support. If we can just help out a bit here, do some damage with our close air support, get some experience for our fighters, that'll be good. Okay, meanwhile, men are still getting into position on Africa. If Italy joins now, it's a disaster. If these two land, it's less of a disaster. Right now, stability is tanking, because country is at war low, is it? Okay. And war support is going down because... defensive war lowers war support? What? Doesn't seem right. But yeah, peace has failed and stuff will help with that. I know we've been very poor as this war so far, but that's just the way it goes. I'm hoping all these escorts and scout attacks will seriously reduce... oh, others have got involved here as well. This seems like overkill. It's one submarine, but we have the fuel to sustain overkill at the moment. Right, so these guys, first off, give them a new icon to reflect the fact that they are the reserve. We need a fleet to put in Alexandria such that I can fight the Italians. Now, what I can't do is just deploy a fleet that can beat the entire Italian fleet without seriously weakening my North Sea fleet, which I'm not willing to do. So what I'm going to do instead is deploy what we have down there. Oh yeah, and you should be on automatic reinforcement. We don't have stuff to reinforce some of these, but where necessary and if possible, I'd like them to be reinforced. So what I have is the carriers, all of them, and the battleships. I mean, yeah, I'm going to send everything. We'll have a reserve based out of Alexandria. Not all of them, though. We should keep a couple back to reinforce the North Sea Fleet if needed. But then, yeah, these high-tech guys, high-air tech interwar ones. Give me those. And then, yeah, a bunch of the kind of mixed, not the anti-sub-warfare ones, but a bunch of the mixed designation destroyers. And I think, yeah, building the anti-sub-warfare designated destroyers, I don't know, it might have been a mistake. Not the mine layers. Just the DDs. Okay. So that is a properly screened fleet. And now, right, the oh yeah, right, okay. Sorry, so we're using our anti-sub guides for this, but maybe we should instead be using the escorts. Because we have a whole crap ton of escorts. I think I'll deploy them as needed, but let's split them off into their own things so I remember they exist. Yeah, you guys, I think I need to send more than this. But yeah, I'm basically planning to concede this portion of the med, so we only need one strike force. But we also need, you know, some scouts and things as well. So I guess I'll send more. I really wish there was a faster way to do this. I guess what I'll do is all destroyers, select half, and send, well, no, let's send 20 of them. New task force, and then these guys are the Mediterranean, oh, sorry, that was the escorts. These guys are the Mediterranean force for now. You know, it could go terribly wrong. Let's find out. I'm going to sail them directly to Alexandria because I'm hoping Italy doesn't join the war. And that's, yeah, it's your new naval base. But then that gives them a, yeah, just keep them as a reserve for now. No, they should be a, yeah, they should be a fleet because we need to give them a commander. So this is the main Italian fleet, and to make that so, I need to, like, annoyingly, I need to. And there's no way to just adjust which one is in first place, is there? So I guess I put him here. Sorry, put him here, and then here, and then him here, and then here, and then we get them in the right order. Okay. So you are not the main. You're not the reserve. You're the Alexandria fleet. So sure, you're the med fleet, and they're on their way. God speed, and they need a commander. Yeah. So I think Cunningham is good for this one. You lead them. And the Mediterranean submarines. It is kind of shallow. But I want a blockade runner, really. Yeah, blockade runner. There we go. Okay. Let's unpause. Let's see what happens here. Whoa, 19 subs have shown up? No? Seems to be saying there's a whole bunch of them here. Oh, yeah. Bunch of subs have shown up. That's ill-advised. So we can spot them if we can, and then get them. But yeah, I mean, we don't need the main force here. That's just silly. For now, you guys base out of here, and yeah, bomb the North Sea as you can. Oh, they're still deploying from reserves. Guys, that's how little time this war's been going. Okay, yeah, and there's. Oh, sorry, there are 4 naval combats in this region. How do I cycle through naval combats in the region? I think there's 1 ongoing combat in the region. Left click to toggle through combats. 1. Yes, I thought so. Okay. So did we? Yes, we went to standing army. Okay, and then we need to go to limited as well, which I'll be able to afford as soon as Peace Has Failed ends. And we urgently need to do this because it just crushes your ability to do anything. A navy organization, your division organization, it's all trash while that's not present. I I don't actually know what effect organization has on navies. I guess it just modifies their effectiveness, but there's isometric radar. Okay. What I really need right now... I mean, more radios are really important. But so's stability. And right now, with our stability going down, I think now is the time to grab that 10% stability here. Right. And yes, they are now, of course, all fleeing, and we're not spotting them because those aren't the ships designed to spot subs. So they don't have sonar. And yes, the war is large and ongoing. We represent half the casualties so far. They haven't started fighting us in the air here, but they have here with 500 fighters over eastern Germany. Interesting place to put all your fighters, Germany. I guess that's because of some bombers. Okay, we have total superiority here. These planes over here have now, at least... No, they haven't deployed yet. They're still deploying. Okay. Not immediately spotting any more German fleets. And my Mediterranean fleet is en route. And of course, as the refits finish, lots of new high-class battleships and battle cruisers, heavy cruisers, will be becoming available, which is useful. Will be important. No upgrade in progress yet. So give me more economy civilian so I can get that thing where I can see what's going on with their focuses, because that'll be useful, especially if I could see that on the Italians. Axis powers research speed up, and political power gain up. Okay. How's my construction going? Not good. I don't know if we're going to get this upgraded in time. So we may have to do a fight back from here, but it looks like you're using fighters for bombing runs. Why do you think that? Ah, here, there's some enemy support planes, yeah. Air superiority should still fight them on that. I forget what actually... Air superiority, it prioritizes fighters, but then secondarily enemy bombers. So they should still be fighting the bombers. Yeah, we're losing some fighters, they've lost some supports. But yeah, I think this is good for our experience. And now, okay, we've got a bunch of lend-leases trying to make up for my shortages, and I will accept them all, even though it will slow down our Imperial Federation progress a bit. There we go, we've got a big war support bonus. Okay, good, because defensive war gives us the plus 30. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, man. And yeah, once again, right now we're engaging their submarines with the wrong fleets. The bombers are coming to help as well. Good. There's someone here. I should actually... I mean, I'm spotting an English channel, aren't I? I should be. But the strike force isn't assigned here, so... Why can't I do this? I guess, do I need to bring it out of Biscay? No, they're not in Biscay. I am... Low surge section, low max speed for these unnamed strike forces. Yeah. Wait, why can't I do that? Is it because there's a number of limits? Maximum region count selected for all units. Okay. Which is how many? Like, if we're looking at the North Fleet, there's 6 fleets on patrol. What if I don't go up here and I do the channel instead? I think that's probably smart. And I don't really expect them to be in this coast because we don't have any convoys in that area. So let's bring them off that. Yeah, because there's probably some to be found here, trying to mess with the French. Alright, peace has failed. Indeed it has. Which means now, once this is done... What? It still costs 350 political power? Jesus Christ, okay. Trizard mission. I'm not sure what this does. I think it means we just get the bonuses from stuff the USA has researched. What would be useful here? Help from the Americas will be useful later, but we need them to have done cash and carry. Okay. Well, Emergency Powers Act seems good. And then Home Front to get... Manpower doesn't seem too important. Deploy the Home Guard, that could be good. Emergency Conscription. I don't think we need that. It's not men that we're short of. Secret Weapons could be good, though. It only works on electronics and nuclear techs, but that's still useful. And that's a lot of factories as well. But that requires we've done all the bloody mobilizations. Okay, I think... I don't think these are vital. Britain stands alone is when France falls, right? Yeah. Okay. We can get women encouraged, which gives us more recruitable pop and war support, but that's later. I don't think war support is vital right now, although the fact it's ticking down is not great. Emergency Powers Act. The thing is, I'm not convinced this is what we need right now. Although the austerity would be really good. I think what we need is to do army mobilization, navy mobilization, and then partial mobilization here, which I think is we have to do bloody shadow scheme first as well. Yeah, I think that's right. I think we have to do these first. It's tough to decide. Because the absolute priority is mobilizing the economy. Which needs air... Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to bite the bullet. We're going to have to spend, like, 120 days getting to partial mobilization, which is a complete disaster. But we're going... I mean, we couldn't do it sooner anyway, right? Because it's going to take another, whatever, 80 or so days to get the actual mobilization done there. Western Desert is causing supply issues. Why? Just because the Egyptians are sending way too many men to this front, basically. Not much I can do about that. Apart from upgrade this this supply hub. All I can. I suppose actually I could take control of the Egyptian forces. Yeah, we should do that, shouldn't we? Give me all your troops, Egypt, and I will command them better. So they're obviously in the African theatre. Sorry, no, the Mediterranean theatre. And I will put someone in charge of them. Someone good at logistics, ideally. He is a panzer leader, but he's generally... Yeah, he's got some logistics. Division speed's good. Sure, Richard, you'll do. So you've got... What have you got here? Border guards. Oh, I way underestimated the Egyptian infantry. These are okay. But there's too many of them. So, you three. And we'll keep them in their own army so I can keep track of, you know, whose is what. You three here. But you two, I just have to back off, because if I just sit there taking attrition, I mean, it won't be good. So pull them back to El Alamein. You know what else I could do? This might work. Yeah, this might work. No, I thought it extended the range, but it doesn't. It just extends the. What even does it do? Like if I motorize this. Excuse me. Their range and efficiency is dependent on weather, road conditions, infrastructure, railway level, or motorization. Yeah, so if I motorize it, shouldn't the range get better? Like what? But the range doesn't visually change. Maybe I need to motorize it and then wait for it to actually get motorized and see what happens. But I almost guarantee we don't have enough trucks for this. If I fully motorize that... Oh, it's because that would just briefly... That had to sustain the fleet. Okay, two dead subs to no dead convoys. That's what we like to see. Stop deploying the whole task force to fight these guys. It's ridiculous. I don't really know how I stop that. We'll see. Okay, Okay, so we have 10 supply here, which is actually apparently enough. So send those guys to the front. But yeah, motorizing this, I don't think helps. Maybe that range is the maximum possible range. What we also must not do is accidentally lose all our planes by letting them overrun these air bases without us noticing. Okay, they're fighting us in Western Poland in the air mostly. So what I'm actually going to do, I think, is focus here, because there are some enemy planes here. And if we can just hit them with everything we've got, that'll be good. New decision. War propaganda against Germany. Weekly war support for 75. When removed, you get 3 as well. I don't think we need that, because it's more expensive than something like this for not as much, I think. But I don't think I should spend political power right now on stuff like that. I think we should wait, because we might need to spend it on mobilization or something else. So this is, yeah, this being motorized, using some heavy trucks. Maybe it just increases the speed at which they get the supplies. I don't know. Sadly, I do not know. Right, so the other Egyptian forces they have, I am going to send a bunch of them down here to position against the Italians, because we need the men there. So let's put them in here. See if they can help us with this whole problem. They're from a hotter part of the world, these troops, so maybe they'll, you know, have some experience dealing with these conditions. And then one I will leave sitting here, because we might want to send him over here. And also, actually, these guys we have sitting in Alexandria. Let's have them sit in El Alamein instead, because we have the supply on El Alamein to have them there, and that means they're closer to be able to respond faster. Okay, and C, still just spotting some, oh, possibly heavier ships here? You know what I haven't been building? And there's so much that we have done wrong, but that's okay. Is Recon Planes. We could do with some Recon Planes to fly over the sea. I hadn't really considered that we'd want to fly them over the sea. Okay, their sub numbers are dropping quite nicely. I do love to see that. Oh, and the French were giving the Italians a go. Okay. And the French have now positioned on the Italian front as well, which is hurting supply. Okay. Let's now that they're at least somewhat holding the front, I think we leave them to their fate down there. Bring these guys back up for a little bit of a breeder variant push. So we do have some planes we're not using. Flying boat ones. Sure, just if you spot any German ships here, take them out. You are light bombers. I think I do want them to just do nothing for now. But I kind of want to use them up as well, just doing something. So actually, sure, let's use light bombers to have a crack at German military factories. Good luck. I just kind of, these ones that aren't very good, I don't really want to use them for anything else. You, I am actually going to disband for reinforcements because you don't have any experience. But you, multi-roles, come over here. Give me some air superiority. We're doing pretty bad ratios against the enemy over here. That's not ideal. What was that? The Franco regime and international recognition quickly followed. Unfortunate fall of another democracy or sanctions. Yes, that's fine. Sorry, Spanish democracy. I don't have time to worry about you right now. Like, really, very sincerely do not. A linguist Frenchman? Or French lass, rather. That seems good. Ooh, but a commando. What does that help with? You're less likely to be detected. Less risky to do sabotages. Sure, a sabotaging Polish lady to help me bring down the Germans. Seems good. Okay, so we have the supplies for these guys right now. Damn, I probably should have kept building that supply hub, shouldn't I? Does it save the progress? No, didn't think so. We can still do it without it, but I don't know, we're really going to struggle. How is my, oh yeah, my fulfillment is not even close. So yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Motorized? Yeah, motorized, that one. Okay, so our med fleet is at least in position, and we can reinforce it via going all the way around. And it's got our good carriers. Okay, it's found them. They are just subs. More dead German subs. Yeah, not too worried about the German submarine efforts so far. Let's go speed 3. Now things are kind of settling down. Yeah, German subs keep getting obliterated by my my huge strike force. That seems a little bit needless. If I can catch the German subs here, though, you know, means they can't get out here and cause me trouble there. So that is good. I really wish I'd done the mobilizations a bit earlier, but that's okay. You know, nothing we can do about it now. Just regret. The mission's running against Germany. One finishing soon. Rescuing that dude. Okay, well, with the war started and the naval situation so far under control, until Italy joining is obviously going to cause some big problems, I'm going to have lunch. I'm going to, yeah, we're going to keep trying to fight for the Poles in the air, getting some air experience from that, but it's not looking too hot for Poland, obviously. I'm pretty happy with the fleet that we've sent down here to fight the Italians. We're not looking for kind of a big engagement, just stopping them being able to convoy raid us will be good. We'll need to do some convoy raid protection in the Strait of Gibraltar as well. But as long as we can keep them locked in the med. Yeah, and they are right now a bunch of... Oh, there are German convoys in the Mediterranean. I didn't know that. Okay, hang on then. Actually, since the Italians are not in the war yet, we should absolutely launch some convoy raids against them. Is the limit on the based on the number? It's not. It's 5 then. Anyway, yeah, get out and start convoy raiding here. If the Germans have things here before the Italian ships are actually able to protect them, I'd love to take out some German convoys. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everybody. It's been a great pleasure to have you with me in the next episode. We will see what happens. We'll probably try frantically to mobilize. But until then, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.